Well guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all, Daisy Girl. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms. You got Ron and Miss Daisy with us today. Day 2 of her farm adventure. She got off easy yesterday. It was a lot of kind of sitting around, and she sat in the pickup for a couple days and whatnot. But today is going to be full-blown harvest, isn't it there, Daisy Girl? So Pat took a load of cattle out to Tama this morning. Card of this video right here. I forget which way I got a point to actually link the card. But he left at 5:30 this morning. He should be getting back here in about a half hour to an hour. The boys are down south already starting to pick beans. Cut beans, pick them, whatever you want to call them. And I have a couple things I want to do before I need to get going with Pat. I believe the plan is he's got a little bit to finish up here. They've got a little bit to finish down there. They're both going to finish up hopefully a little after lunch, and we're going to move and kind of work together now and just basically start working beans south to north. We're about 25% done with beans and 20% done with corn, somewhere around there. So we got a long ways to go, guys. So you're going to want to hit that subscribe button right now because we got a lot of harvest coming. Excuse you. I'm trying to vlog here. But I want to get the sprayer, get all the water dumped out of the sprayer. We don't have it winterized quite yet, and it's going to get cold tonight, down to a low of 24, which is like -5 Celsius, I believe, somewhere around there. So I want to get all the excess water out of there so it just doesn't want to freeze at all. It's the goal. I had some issues last year with that over winter, so we're going to try and get rid of that. Yes. And because I don't trust this whippersnapper, bought me a carabiner from Menards and a little extendable leash, just so that way she can run around and be within 16 feet of me, but I don't have to directly watch her. So it looks like to get at the sprayer, I gotta move just the full 100. The 340, the older 340 is in the way, but I think I'll be all right. So let's go ahead and check oil and get these things fired up. It's a little brisk and cold this morning, so I want to get these machines, give them a little bit of time to warm up. I think she's having the time of her life. Oh, you see the cat? That's what you're staring at, don't you? Come on. Oil's good. Fire it up. That is what I don't want. That's got some water in there too. Hi Daisy, good girl. We'll let these things warm up for a bit. Excuse me, that's my seat. Excuse me. It's Daisy's first ride in the sprayer. Probably first of many. So I'm just gonna unfold this sprayer and just kind of spray out whatever's left in this tank. Pat said he rinsed it out once, so I'm just gonna rinse it out one more time, flush it, and then probably dump the sumps and probably call her good. So Daisy, you're really gonna get a treat and prepare for next year because this is what we're doing a lot. What? She's nervous. So I just got the rinse tank. So this sprayer's got 2 tanks, the main product tank, that big gray one back there, and then a rinse tank, which is underneath here. So I just had about 30 gallons in the rinse tank. I put that over in the main tank, rinse it all around, agitated it all, and now we're gonna go ahead and spray that out, dump all the sumps, let all the free water get out of there, and then we'll be ready for some antifreeze. Well, let's spray this stuff out. And there it kicked on. Spraying her out. Anybody else talk to their puppies in a baby voice? I don't know, I kind of find it strange, but I just have always done it. Not sure how she feels about farming. She's just shaking. Hold her up. Just dumping all the tanks, all the sumps. So I think we're all ready to roll. Just got the last little drops dropping off. We'll put the sucker away. Good enough. Let's go see what the next thing in the list is. I wonder what that could be. Well, I'll tell you, we're going to be planting it / seeding it here soon. Already got some of it done. Hi, Daisy. Hi. So now we're going to go and load these beans from last night. So Pat's backing in, kind of doing a 3-point turn. Come on, Daisy. Come on. Because it's a pretty tight corner to get in there. I'm just going to buzz up here real quick and get this tractor started up. So we're putting beans in this 8,000 bushel bin right here. And we got the good old 5088. The song I got playing in my head is that It's Corn song on TikTok, because she's just loving this stuff. Good to go. Let's take my first semi of harvest 2022. Let's take it down to Grandma so I can go get a bite to eat, and I'll switch out and go unload another semi. Whipped right around. Pat, the owner of the farm, his father-in-law is driving semi for us, and he's in his 80s, I think, and it's just it's a tough place to get into as far as the bin site goes, so I'm gonna be the ones unloading trucks up here. So I'm just gonna go switch this one empty down to the farm, and he's gonna go drop a full one off here shortly while I go and eat. Right, Daisy? Got this thing parked out of the way. Let's go grab a bite to eat. But first, I thought I saw a combine coming down the road. Hey, Brad. 5130. Cool. Looks like you just got done doing some work at Kunal's. Yum. Oh, there's just something about Grandma's meals that I am going to... I mean, there's obviously going to be a lot of reasons that my grandma is not around anymore, but that is going to be one huge reason that she's just such a good cook. But anyway, come on, Izzy. We got to go unload a semi. Unloading the next truck. So you guys might be asking, why are we putting these beans in our own bin? Why don't we just haul them right to the end processor, which in our area is either a barge or we go out to a processing plant that makes soybean meal and oil and whatnot. Well, the big reason is if you sell right now while everybody has a big supply of grain, your price is going to drop because you have a steady demand, but you have a big supply because of harvest. That's just simple economics. But if you wait until everybody's all crops are harvested, you know, that January to July time frame, your supply is going to be a lot less because there's guys that don't have their own bins, so you typically capture a premium in the market. So that's kind of why we and a lot of farmers have their own grain bin storage. Hey, Daisy. So on that last truck we were down here, well, right here now, so I bet we're gonna be kind of right there, that 3.5 ring. By the time this truck's empty. This is all Nathan's soybeans. So that's why we're keeping them separate. Pup's in her seat. Beans are unloaded. Let's get going. Beans are done here on this farm except for 100 acres across there, but we'll do those later. So now Pat's gonna unload onto here. Good! Cool. Now we got a grain cart full. I'll probably unload that onto here and take the grain cart south because we're gonna, like I said earlier today, we're gonna join up both combines. We're gonna just knock out the rest of Nathan's beans. Go hop in the old 8050 and finish filling that cart. Oil's good. So you guys might be wondering, why do we got the 1082, the big cart, on our small tractor? Well, guess in the comments down below if you have any idea. Some of you guys have caught on to it before, but that'll probably be for another video. Radiator's on. Probably fill up with fuel while I'm there. Hello. Yep, Pat got it. Pat lost his gloves on the highway, so I'm gonna go grab them real quick. How this thing's filling up. Good line of the gloves, can't let them go to waste. Well, now I'll dump the grain cart and then head south to go meet them. Turn the PTO on and open up that gate right there. Can I see it's opening up too? There goes the beans. Truck's loaded. We'll put her down, fold our spout in, and head south. Such a good douche. Alright, we need a nickname for Daisy. So, drop in the comments down below, what do you think we should name her? Especially now that she's a farm dog, we gotta christen her somehow. Drop them down below. Now this is, for context, this won't be a name that we'll say around the wife. Like, I don't know, it could be something like Diesel or something like, something ag base, I don't know. 140 acres right here is about ready to harvest. Just talking to Pat on the radio. These Midlands have great range, about 10 miles what that was. Guess you can go check them out if you guys are in search of any on-farm communication needs. Midland Radio, midlandusa.com. Pat's just starting in right now. So I'll go ahead and park out of the way and hop in with Bun. Bun's gonna turn around so the hair cart's facing out, and that way Pat can hook up or drop the head pretty easily. Ooh, look, an Army helicopter right above those trees. Well, I see Cletus is up here dumping, so I'm gonna go help him out real quick. Right by those 2 rusty bolts is where we're at. Load number 4. Ah, there's a good red soybean sample right there. No pods, barely any splits. Perfect. Bet it's between 12 and 13%, which is perfect. We always idle our augers down when we're cleaning it out. That way we don't bang it around, because when an auger's empty, it's got a lot of slop in the system. It bangs around, so if you have it running wide open, it just doesn't work too well. Cletus will get out of here. So now we're gonna go, whoop. Sorry about that there, guys. So now we're gonna go dump our truck. Ready? Ready, Daisy? Let's go. You gotta get out of the way, though. Dummy. So harvest is going pretty smooth today. A lot smoother than my hair in this wind. But we just finished up with all the beans on the main farm connected here. Pat's moved down south to do Nathan's beans. Change of plans, shocker. Nathan is just about finished up way down south, down near Highway 30, and then it's gonna go on to 170 acres of custom soybeans. So what custom work is, basically somebody else grows, sprays, and takes care of all the crops. All you gotta do is come in and do the harvesting, or do that one facet of the growing process. So Nathan picked up 170 acres of custom soybeans. So that's where he's gonna go. Curtis is gonna swap out. He was running grain cart down there. He's gonna go take over Pat's job. He's gonna run combine. Curtis had a buddy of him go take his spot. So then Pat's gonna come up here and take her around and get some stuff in the ground, get some seed in the ground. But I got a dog in the semi, so let's grab my water and head out. Jeez, how old do you think this is? Wow. 2014. Hi, Daisy. Let's go for your first truck ride. Just got here, so let's go say hi to Rich. He's the one that kind of co-owns this place. We'd worked with him for a long time. Getting unloaded right here at the uptown at the store, what we call it. It's my uncle, actually, not the uncle that's living right now, my other uncle who's deceased. He actually used to own this store. And I guess fun fact, you guys probably I haven't talked about this in a while, but my grandpa's the one who started the farm here in Preston. They had 9 kids, or 8 kids? 9. They had 9 kids. 2 of them stayed back on the farm. One of them, Jerry, passed away in 2013. And then Pat's obviously still living and running the farm over. And now it's Nathan, Curtis, and myself that are kind of more or less taking over. More Nathan and Curtis. I just got back to the farm. Almost got blown up on top of that shed, but it's fine. Ooh. Pulling double 5s with a New Holland TG 285 with a chrome stack. Whew. Nice. So I'm gonna go grab my backpack real quick. Then I'm gonna head in the semi and take that down to the Smith farm where I took that grain cart earlier today. Harvest is 2022. It's here. So Pat's running the 7088 and the 1020 or 2020, something like that. 3020, I don't even know. 30-foot grain auger. Are getting chomped away. Your engine all the way up. One bean. Two bean. Sounds good. So I was just checking grain loss. It's really easy to do in corn and soybeans because they're really large grains. You know, if there was canola or really small grains, you can't do it like that. But now I just look, I basically just scratch the ground, move the straw out of the way, and look for soybeans. 1, 2, 3. That's it. So 3 in about a square foot and a half. So we'll just call that 2 per square foot. That's what I've seen on the other ones. So then if you really want to know what your loss is, you can punch it into a calculator. I use the John Deere Equipment Plus app. That's got a pretty good loss calculator in there. Seed count 2 out of a foot by foot. So 0.76% or half a bushel. That's pretty good, because especially I bet a lot of that's header loss, because we're in the beans are starting to dry out pretty good, so we're gonna be losing more at the head. The residue spread wasn't right here. We get a crosswind, so all those spreads going that way. Bean, 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 bean. So I bet it's all header loss. It's hardly any combine loss, which you'll have that with an auger head and no air bar. Daisy, what do you think of the soybeans? You don't like them near as much as corn? She says the stubble hurts her feet. Bun's just filling me up. Now I'll head out and go dump. Ready? Ready? Quick. Look at that bunny hop. Good girl. Good girl. This is everyone's friendly reminder that harvest is still going on. That means there's gonna be a lot of slow moving equipment on the fields. So please, please, please be patient, be careful, and don't be stupid. 5 minutes is not worth your or our life. 2 rings left in that bin. Cletus's next load he brings in will probably fill it up. So he's gonna head to the field and go wait. I'm gonna go dump this truck, park it at the farm, because it's gonna head down and we're gonna do it's gonna run that custom work. You guys wanna know in 10 seconds how we dump an ag hopper full of soybeans? Well, here you go. Step 1, get an ag hopper full of soybeans. Step 2, get a tractor and an auger to transport said soybeans up to grain bin. Step 3, put auger inlet under truck. Start up, auger. Open up. There you are. Tarp's closing, and this bean bin's just about full. Feeling a little bit heavy to the left there. So we'll put about a half a truck in here and then that'll be about it. Just gave the cows some treats. A couple old and rotten tomatoes from Grandma. Eat up, Mama and baby. So Dad just brought that wagon full of high moisture corn. I'm gonna dump that in the wet bin. So I'll flip the switch, you'll see the bearing start moving. There we are. I'll go start the tractor, let that warm up. Probably a grid heater will come on. Maybe not. Take this thing over to a mode. This stuff is barely flowing out. Oh, there it goes. That's how you know she is wet. Got the 190 on the bagger. We're gonna set that up and maybe chop a couple loads tonight. We'll see. Okay, that stuff was wet. Very wet, so hopefully it didn't hang up in the dryer. I'm gonna climb up there. The pipe's full. We're gonna start the dryer up. If not, we're gonna have to do some banging. See that stuff? AGI steer track right there. Tell you guys about that in a future video. Because it's very cold and windy up there, I decided not to film. But the dryer pipe is full, we're gonna start it up soon. But now, I'm gonna put the sprayer in the shed because it's gonna get cold tonight.
The corn,
Yeah.
it's bushel better than they thought.
Yeah, that is surprising. I mean, especially for how dry they were this year. Had the huge for dinner, and that was delicious. Got the sprayer pulled in for the night because it's gonna get down to 24. So now let's go see what the guys are doing. I was actually just gonna call you. Here comes Cletus. And if you guys won't be able to tell, but we got all the lights redone on that truck this year, so that thing is going to shine. Last load of that bin. What a beautiful night. Wow. Just about got her filled up. 3 ribs left. This light is handy. All the lights work on that beautiful semi. Cool. So I'm gonna go pick Cletus up, but look how bright the spotlight is. It's impressive. That thing's reached out a mile. Curtis chugging along in some beans in the last 20 acres, and there's Uncle Bun. The dryer's running, and there's not a lot better smells than drying corn on a crisp fall evening. Dryer's going, so that's good. We wanted to run that really wet corn I dumped in the wagon through, so going good. Coming in at 30% right now. Well guys, I'm tired. My battery's dying, so I can only take 6-second clips, so we'll make this quick. Thanks you so much for watching. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Hartung. Be sure to like that video. It means a lot and helps us kind of push us in the YouTube algorithm. Comment if you have any questions. Of course, as always, ta-ta for now.